Hello everyone. Today, I had the chance to sit down with Dr. Roberto D. Pomo, my esteemed university professor with decades of experience in film, media performance, writing, and stage directing. Not only earning a master's and a doctorate in film and theater studies, Dr. Pomo has also mentored Sacramento State graduate Ryan Coogler, a man who has gone on to co-write and direct the Rocky series spin-off Creed 2015 and Marvel's Black Panther 2018. I am grateful for the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Pomo and interview him about the impact the Latinx has had on American cinema. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for having the interview with me.
Yes. Okay. Well, you're talking about contemporary, right? Like current day, pretty much. Not many, that's the problem with Latinx representation on American cinema is still very much behind the times, but it's getting better. So you have Peter Pratt, for instance, who is an independent filmmaker who made the film La Mission. It's one of a wonderful film. He's from Northern California and lives in San Francisco. I have Patricia Cardosa, who wrote Real Women Have Curves. The movie star performer, he's not really a director, but he's a big influence in terms of Latinx film and theater, is John Leguizamo. These are people that are making a difference. You have to go back to the early works of Luis Valdez, who was the father of Chicano film and Chicano theater. Luis Valdez is a pivotal figure. He made films like La Bamba, right? Zoot Zoot, which was first a theater production, and then ended up on a film. Again, he's the father of Chicano theater and film. So those are a few that are working. I'm sure I'm leaving. These are the ones that come to mind and contributing to the vitality of Latinx film. I was born into it. My father was an actor in Buenos Aires. He made films in Mexico during the Mexican golden age of Mexico, and then went back to Buenos Aires and built a very successful career, starting in radio, voice actor, did things like Superman, Sherlock Holmes. So because of his work, I was born and raised in the business, right? So I was always around actors. I was always around filmmakers. So yeah, I blame him for doing what I'm doing right now. He was an influence for me, and I can't do anything but that. So yeah. Okay. Well, I have to go back to Luis Valdez. But he came out of the 70s during the civil rights movement. He was working out of LA, and out of San Juan Bautista. That's where he had his theater. Then they went down to LA and did Zoot Suit, which is a period piece going back to World War II, based on a real incident where Mexican Americans were accused of murder. So Luis Valdez brought to the forefront the way that Mexican Americans were really treated. So the reason why Luis Valdez is important is because Luis Valdez also, he's Chicano, Mexican American Chicano, political, but he opened the door then to Latinx filmmakers. I wanted to do the same thing. And I'm going back to now John Leguizamo, who currently has a play that he directed. He's acting in it and directed. It's on Broadway right now. So he tells the story about Latinx people, how they survive in the American dream, so to speak, right? And so the treatment of Latinos in cinema by Hollywood, Brandon, has not been kind. Getting there. Yes. And because we're becoming much more of a multicultural society, right? And so now we have Mexican Americans, Chicanos, who are now second, third generations. They live here. So no, and then we even have like that television show. Who was this comedian? I forgot. I never watched the show. But he has a comedy show right now. And so we have television like sitcoms with Latinx characters. So, it's getting better. And going back to Patricia Cardoza, she still talks about her culture, but in a very dynamic and positive way. Yeah, it's getting better.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I think the shows, I do know a couple, like the George Lopez show or like
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I thought so.
George Lopez.
Well, yeah, I feel like that it's been really insightful. You seem really knowledgeable, and thank you so much for your time.
Oh, Brandon, anything for you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for your interest. Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.